What's up guys, Josh Blunt here. We are continuing on with the push-pull leg split series. As you will see, today we're going to be doing the back biceps and triceps. This is the resistance bands home edition, if you will. Other than that, on my last video, I did chest, triceps, and shoulders, which was surprisingly a very good workout. The key here is that you need to push yourself to failure or close to failure if you want to maintain your gains or if you want to get additional gains. That is going to be the key with these home workouts or these resistance bands. We don't have the weight that we're normally used to using, so pushing yourself a little extra will definitely help. I promise you will see great results. You'll maintain your gains. You might even get a few extra gains. As I mentioned in the last video, if you are a beginner, you don't have to worry about it too much. Just do something and you'll be able to get those gains. If you're a little bit more advanced, push yourself. Let's do this. I understand that 20 reps of each set is exhausting. I'm exhausted. I get it. We're used to doing 6, 8, 12 reps each set, but we are having to change it up now that the city is on lockdown. So just push yourself, get through this. I promise you, you'll get your gains. Other than that, guys, we're here in San Diego. We're still waiting for those gyms and the restaurants and the bars and the beaches and everything else to open up so we can get back to our normal routine, back to reality. But until that point, we need to keep pushing on, keep on exercising, keep on getting those results, getting to those goals. And with that being said, let's get started with that workout. All right guys, we're gonna start off with some good old seated rows. Now I'm placing this band set up a little bit higher than the normal seated rows, but without anywhere to put my chest or feet to counter the resistance, I just find it a little easier to place this setup a little higher and lean back just a little. But everything else is the same. Keep your torso tight, make sure you're not doing a bunch of swinging, keeping your arms close to the body, pulling the elbows back behind the body, and squeezing the shoulder blades together. The muscles being recruited here are the middle and lower traps, as well as the teres major and minor, infraspinatus, and posterior delts. So definitely an exercise you'll want to add to your routine here. All right, so the next exercise we have, we're gonna be moving on to the bicep curl. Pretty basic here, connecting the bands at the bottom of the door. I like to get my arms behind the body though, so this will be similar to the incline curls you'll do with dumbbells, which will put a lot of tension on the long head of the bicep by increasing shoulder flexion. The long head is the only part of the bicep that attaches to the shoulder, so it's important to add this exercise to your workout routine. This workout is for demonstrative purposes, obviously, but each one of your sets should be taken to near failure or even to failure. As I've mentioned before, it's especially important with these home workouts since we're limited on the weight that we have. All right, the next exercise, I'll be hitting the lats. As you can see, connecting the bands at the top again. I'm gonna do 2 lat variations in this video. This one will be more specific to the lats. The mind to muscle connection is very important in these exercises because we're not using the normal equipment that we're used to using. So it gets a little awkward. Focus on retracting the shoulder blades back. Pull the band in front of you to your chest. Squeeze your lats at the bottom of this move. Control the movement on the way up, keeping constant tension on your lats. Lats are an essential part of the overall physique. That's why I'll be doing another lat variation shortly. The next exercise I'll be doing is the one arm overhead cable curl, in this case with the resistance bands connecting to the center of the door. This exercise will target the short head as well as the long head of the bicep. Not as common as other bicep exercises, but I feel that I get a nice contraction with this one. Keeping your arm straight, pull that forearm towards you. Don't worry, I'll be getting to the brachialis shortly. It really is crazy how much you can do with a band and a door. We might just be all right here, guys. Obviously, with this exercise, you'll want to repeat with the other arm. And since I have this at the center of the door already, I'm gonna move on to some shoulders for just a moment. This exercise will be the rear delt band pulls. I really like this exercise because of its range of motion. Most machines, or even if you use the dumbbells, you're able to get a nice squeeze, but the stretch on the rear delts are limited, but not with this one. I actually do these with cables all the time, even in the gym. Very effective. You end up doing a few more reps than usual here, but you can also add more resistance with more resistance bands, or just by moving out a little further. But the stretch on the rear delts here is incredible. I recommend adding these to your routine, whether you're in the gym or not. Going back to the top here for another lat exercise. This will be the straight arm lat push downs. I love this exercise because you're able to get into extension behind the body while still being able to keep that elbow close. Normal variations with a straight bar or whatever else you end up using only allow you to get to your hips, but this one really lets you get behind the body and get a full contraction of the lats. This is a great exercise for your home or even the gym. As you can see, I'm not using the handles on some of these exercises. You can really do it either way. I feel that I get a better contraction of the lats without them on this exercise. All right, so back to the biceps, we'll be doing the hammer curls. People love doing these. This exercise will hit the brachialis, the muscle surrounding the biceps on either side, allowing your arms to grow out instead of just up. I like to change the angle just a little bit though. This is more like a dumbbell crossbody curl, but obviously using the bands here, this will allow you to hit the brachialis much more effectively, I think, taking some of the bicep out of the exercise by having more of a pronated grip rather than a supinated grip. This exercise will really widen those shirt sleeves, guys. Very powerful. All right, so the last exercise here will be for the traps, keeping the bands at the bottom of the door here. Now, most people will be training these up and down, which is fine, but it's not really how the muscle fibers go. So I'll be opening the arm up just a little bit so that the direction of the resistance to the direction of the upper traps is the same. Definitely feels awkward at first, but if you can get through that part, it's very effective. The mind to muscle connection is going to be very important on this one because of how awkward it really can be at times. This is another muscle that really defines the overall look of an individual, so don't skip this exercise even at home. 3 to 4 sets of each exercise will do plenty to maximize your results. We really need to pull out all of the stops here with these exercises, especially at home if we're looking to maintain those gains. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for the video today. Thank you for joining me. Another workout in the books. On the next video, I'm gonna be doing the leg part of the series with resistance bands for the most part. And then I'm also gonna be doing a separate video for core as well, just so we can get a few different core exercises for you. If you want me to do a specific muscle group or anything else, put it in the comments down below and I'll make sure I make that video for you. I'm about to go make a protein shake and a sandwich because I'm starving to death right now. But thank you for joining me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications so you can see my next video, and I'll see you soon.